everyone, it's Mike from Mike's Critters, and I have another animal that I only got in the summer, and it's going to be kind of interesting to work with this one, as I've never really handled this one because of the size and speed of it. But I have kind of a unique tarantula here today. This is called an Argentine dwarf tarantula. So I've always talked about how the average tarantula might be about this big. The biggest ones are this big, dinner plate size. The one I'm going to bring out is fully grown, and it is a dwarf species. It looks like it's almost like a little house spider. And it is a member of the arachnid family. As we've been learning, arachnids have 8 legs, 2 body parts, and the outside of their body is where their skeleton is. It's called their exoskeleton. So when they need to grow, they molt or shed their exoskeleton. So bear with me as I try to get it out. There we go. This is it. Full grown. I have talked about how the other tarantulas, when they're babies, they're like way smaller than a grain of rice. I could only imagine how small these are. Imagine a little bit smaller than your normal average tarantula. So being a dwarf species, it is not going to get any bigger than this. Unless I probably keep bringing up, it's like the size of maybe like a wolf spider that lives around here. Tarantulas and spiders all have venom. No one has ever died from a tarantula bite, though you can have a reaction from them if you get bit, kind of maybe similar to a bee sting. And I'm going to say New World tarantulas typically aren't as bad as Old World. New World is North and South America. Old World are the other continents, though I don't know if they include Antarctica there. But this species is another animal that lives underground. It has a burrow, and it spends a lot of its life there. I've never seen this one out of its cage or out of its burrow yet until I've just taken it out, though I'm not in the room that they live in watching 24 hours a day. But obviously it's very docile, and it is very fast, and they're very good runners. So that is defense, and if worse comes to worse, I imagine it might try to bite. I don't know if this one would use its hairs, the urticating hairs on the back of its body as a defense, because some New World tarantulas kick hairs off the back of their body. They're hoping by kicking the hairs off, it hits the predator's eyes, nose, mouth, and is an irritant. I know when some of my tarantulas kick their hairs off and it touches me, it's really itchy and I get hives and welts. I'm allergic to some of my pet's hair. Being this size, it definitely has to take smaller foods, but all tarantulas are carnivores. My house, I feed my tarantulas this size, or the small babies, the spiderlings I have, young crickets. And I feed this one maybe 3 or 4, maybe a week, I guess, probably that. If there's one in a couple days later still in its cage, I will take it out and give it a little bit less the next feeding. But if all of them disappear within a couple days, the next feeding, I'd probably give them a little bit more. So I hope that was kind of interesting, seeing a different size of an adult tarantula. And I got a few more critters I'll be bringing out for you.